Listen, for years, when I say years, for years, I was trying to grow my hair past shoulder length. When I say I was doing everything from putting mayo in my hair, from putting eggs, listen, you name it, I've done it. Are you struggling to grow your relaxed hair? Are you stuck at shoulder length? Are you like, dang, can I get past these? I want long hair. Hey lovies, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Sharon, and today I'm sharing with you my 10 tips to grow your hair past shoulder length. For the best relaxed hair tricks and tips, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also click the bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is every week. So if you are struggling to grow your hair past shoulder length, you are not alone. Trust me, I was there with you. We were together. For years, I was struggling to grow my relaxed hair. I was stuck at shoulder length, and honestly, I didn't know what to do. I tried any and everything to grow my hair. I even prayed. Yes, yes, I prayed every night for my hair to grow. You know it's real when you're praying for something you really wanted. I honestly started to believe that my relaxed hair would never grow. It would never grow long. It would never grow past my shoulders. Through trial and error, I discovered how to grow my relaxed hair past shoulder length, and now it's your turn. Tip number 1, stretching your relaxer. Stretching your relaxer is key to growing your hair. So let's define what stretching your relaxer is, because maybe you haven't heard the term of stretching your relaxer. So stretching your relaxer just means that you stretch your relaxer, meaning you go longer than the recommended time to get a relaxer. So for me, I stretch my relaxer and I notice a huge change. I now stretch my relaxer, I do at least 3 months. So at least 3 months until I get my next relaxer. So usually I get 3 relaxers within a year. So why is it important to stretch your relaxer? Because it helps avoid for overlapping, over processing your hair. So you have a good amount of new growth where you can just relax that new growth and you won't necessarily relax the hair that's already been relaxed from the previous relaxer. So it's good for any error that might happen. You have, like, I guess, extra protection, extra insurance that you're not over processing your hair. When you over process your hair tends to get weaker, it gets fragile, and then it will break off. Because one thing the relaxer does is it's going to weaken the bonds in your hair. So that's why you go from curly or kinky or coily to straight hair with a relaxer, because it breaks the bonds in the hair, which is honestly making it weaker. So you don't want to over process. So I love it because it allows your hair to grow, because you have lots of new growth. So you're going to see the results quicker because you stretch your relaxer. You have a lot of new growth, which means you're going to have a lot of new length. So stretching your relaxer is key. If you need help with stretching your relaxers, if you need tips on how to stretch and how to avoid breakage while stretching your relaxers, I do have a video. Tip number 2, you want to under process your relaxer. Meaning you don't want to let the relaxer sit on your hair for the recommended amount of time. You don't want it super straight, bone straight. You want to leave it on for a less amount of time so you have texture. So we don't want to over process it. So if we under process it, it's not going to be as weak as it would be if you were to go bone straight. You're giving your hair a better chance to grow and to retain length. So if it's under processed, it's still going to be stronger. The bonds of your hair aren't going to be so broken. It's not going to be so weak and fragile. Stronger hair equals being able to retain length. So you're going to keep all the hair you grow on your head and not broken off on the floor in your comb because your hair is over processed. You'll also have full, thicker hair because your hair is under processed. So you're going to have that texture, somewhat of a natural texture, like natural straight, but of course it's not natural. It is relaxed hair, kind of like being Texlax. So Texlax is a process where you get a relaxer, but again, it's under processed, your hair. So it's going to be thicker, it's going to have texture, and it's going to be stronger. I kind of do a Texlax right now, but not really. My hair is straighter than someone that would consider themselves Texlax. I have seen the benefits of under processing my hair. Currently now I am transitioning. I am going to go into Texlax hair because I want my hair to be thicker and fuller, and of course it's going to be stronger if I Texlax. So that is what I'm going to do. Tip number 3 is deep conditioning. Deep conditioning is so important, and I have in my how to stretch your relaxer without breakage, and that video I talk about how important deep conditioning is, so go ahead and check that video out. Every time I wash my hair, I deep condition. Better believe I'm going to follow up my shampoo, co-wash, whatever it is, with a deep condition. And when you deep condition, you have to sit under the dryer, and I sit under the dryer for at least an hour, and it makes my hair just so nice and soft and manageable. And when your hair is moisturized, it's more pliable. And when your hair is dry, it breaks. So the opposite of dry is moisture. So you want to make sure it has lots of moisture so it can stay on your head and you can retain the length. I am a true believer in deep conditioning. If you don't do anything in this video, you have to deep condition. It's a game changer. Tip number 4 is protein. You need protein. Your hair needs protein, especially when you are relaxed, because like I said before, the relaxer breaks the bonds or the protein of the hair, which allows the hair to become straight, but it's also making your hair weaker. You need to replace that protein in your hair, which is why protein treatments are so important. You want to add protein to your hair care regimen, and so my favorite form of protein is rice water. I also have a video on how to make bomb rice water from home, and it's so inexpensive. It's just such a great way that's cheap to incorporate protein into your regimen. It's very simple, so go ahead, check out my video on how to make rice water for hair growth. With that being said, you want to make sure you have a balance of moisture and protein. You don't want to have too much moisture and you don't want to have too much protein. Protein is going to make your hair hard and brittle. Too much moisture is going to make it soft and soft and mushy. So you want a good balance of moisture and protein, and that's what I like to do. Every time I wash my hair, I do a rice water treatment and then I do a deep condition at the same time. So I'm giving it a balance. My hair is going to get protein and it's going to get moisture at the same time. So just remember that that's key. You can't do one without the other. You need both. There is the AlphaG, I believe it's called. They have the 1-step or 2-step protein treatment. I can't remember. It's a protein treatment and it has like a moisturizer conditioner that you use afterwards. That's a good product as well. I haven't used it in a while, but that's a good form of protein for your hair. So tip number 5 is to reduce the use of heat and to use a heat protectant. So for me, when I get my hair done, I go to the salon, I get my relaxer. After that, I get a deep condition. After that, I opt for getting my hair rolled. So I get a roller set because it's not a lot of manipulation on my hair. It's not a lot of direct heat on my hair. So I get a roller set. I sit under the dryer. Yes, when you get a roller set, especially if you have a lot of hair, it does take longer for your hair to dry. It does. I sit under the dryer forever. Like, I'm the only one that use the dryer. But for me, I love it because I just feel like I'm being safe. I have a relaxer. My hair is already straight, right? I'm already made my hair weaker with a relaxer. I don't need to go in with a blow dryer and a paddle brush to do more damage. So I like to do a roller set. After I get my roller set, that's it. I don't get anything else. I let her wrap my hair So I get my hair wrapped, she adds a light oil to my hair, and then I'm good to go. I'm done. I do not get a flat iron. My hair doesn't get flat ironed. After that, I don't get my hair blow dry. After that, that is it. I'm not adding any extra heat to my hair. So now I use a heat protectant, and my favorite go-to heat protectant is Tresemme. I love this heat protectant. It smells really good. It's really lightweight. It's the Tresemme, used by professionals, thermal creation, and it's heat protection up to 450 degrees. So it's a heat tamer, protects against heat damage. It's a leave-in spray. It's very cheap and affordable, and you can find it anywhere from Walgreens, Target. That helps with overheating your hair so you don't have heat damage and you don't have any breakage. So I love a good heat protectant, as well as I realized that my flat iron or my heat tools don't have to be so hot. It doesn't need to be at 450 degrees. Like, it doesn't need to be that at all. So 350 is the most heat I put on my hair. If it's not my hair, if it's extensions, I'm gonna up the heat, but for my hair I don't go any more than 350. And then I don't even use heat all the time. It's very rare when I use heat. I might use heat once every 2 weeks, if that. I might not use heat at all. So tip number 6 is protective styles. So protective styles are just to protect your hair. So these are the styles that aren't going to put a lot of manipulation or strain on your hair. So you can look cute without all the fuss, without the damage. And when you are stretching your relaxer, your hair can go from beautiful, I just got a relaxer, to, oh my gosh, I have a mini fro. And when you're at that point where you have a mini fro, you need a protective style. It's key because your hair is so thick and you have 2 textures. You don't want to play with your hair every day. You kind of want to style it and let it sit, let it be. So this is actually a protective style that I have in my hair right now. So like I said before, my hair is 6 months post relaxer, and this is one of my favorite protective styles, which is a half up, half down, and I like to do a bun because my hair is tucked away and the bun is slicked up, and then I have the back. So this is actually clip-ins. Not a lot of my hair is out. Yeah. And so I have a video on my favorite protective styles, so go ahead and check that out. I'm going to be showing you how I got this style. I have 3 other hairstyles as well that are my favorite go-to protective styles, and I'll show you how to get them, how to do them, and they're very simple, very easy, and quick to do. So tip number 7 is to moisturize your hair. So you want to moisturize your hair pretty much almost every day. Now I will say this, when I first get my relaxer, I'm not moisturizing my hair every day. I'm not putting oils, I'm not putting heavy moisturizer lotions on my hair because I just got my hair done and I don't like weighed down heavy hair. When I first get my hair, I like it to be airy and breezy, and it, you know, it can flow in the wind. I don't want it weighed down, so I don't moisturize every day. If I do, I will use a light oil, but as your hair gets older and it's starting to grow, you're getting more new growth, you want to make sure you are moisturizing your hair daily. So like I said before, you want to moisturize because when your hair is moisturized, it's more pliable, it's more bendable, flexible, so it's not going to break. When your hair is dry, it will break. So you want to avoid any dryness. Tip number 8. Go to a professional hairstylist that specializes in relaxed hair care. And then you also want to go in there, you want to check out her salon and see her client's hair. You want to see the state of her client's hair. So, and I'm telling you, it's the truth. I'm gonna say this: do not relax your hair at home. Maybe if you are experienced in relaxing your hair, I need a professional, and I think it's better for you to go to a professional because she's licensed, she's trained, and also she could just see the back of your head. She could see places and things that you can't see. So I would say go to a professional to get your relaxer, and not any professional. You want to make sure you go to someone that specializes in relaxed hair. And not even relaxed hair, but relaxed hair care, because you want someone who is constantly worried and concerned about the health of their client's hair. So I want to go to someone that will recommend exactly what I need for my hair. I really do honor and appreciate a good hairstylist. So she's your best friend. She's your best resource. So you need someone who is knowledgeable on hair, but also cares enough to tell you what you need to do and will actually do it. I love to hear a stylist say, you know what, I think you need a deep condition treatment, or you know what, I think you need this hair mask, or you know what, I think you need this protein treatment. I want someone that's going to go over and beyond for my hair. And you can also see that in their clients. So look at their clients' hair. Does she have a clientele of relaxed girls with thick long hair? I feel like she's not going to allow her customers or her clients to have unhealthy hair. Even if it's short hair, is it healthy? I'm telling you, go to the salon and just go sit. So if you go to the salon and everybody's hair look a mess, or it looks good, it's styled, but you see the smoke sizzling from the flat iron, you see the products full of alcohol, bad, walk away. Also, if you see the iron tools, like the iron, the flat iron that's actual made of iron that goes in the stove, and they take it out and they take it and they blow it when they put it on the tissue. If they are putting that tool on real hair, you need to leave immediately. Those oven tools is a no-no. So seek a great professional. In conclusion, tip number 9 is to trim your ends. Okay, I know you're saying, but Sharon, we're trying to grow our hair. Like, girl, we're trying to get our hair past shoulder length. Why would we trim? You have to trim your ends. Trim those ends. Now, I'm not saying every time you go get your hair done or every time you wash your hair, you trim your hair. No, I'm not saying that, because you will trim away your growth. You don't want to constantly trim your hair when it's not needed. But when your hair needs a trim, please do not hesitate to trim those ends. You have to trim your hair. When you go to your professional hairstylist and you get your hair done and you ask her, how does my ends look? Like, are they healthy? Are they see-through? Like, do I need a trim? And if you got the right one, she's going to say, yes, you need a trim, but not a lot, just a little bit. We're just going to dust a little bit. Or she's going to say, oh yeah, we gotta cut off a good amount. But whatever she says, because you need to trust her, you need to go ahead and do it. Make sure you get your hair trimmed. You don't want to hold on to broken, raggedy ends. First of all, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't make your hair look good. It doesn't look healthy. Why are you holding on to raggedy ends just for an extra 1 or 2 inches of length? It's no point. And number 2 is those ends are broken. So they may be split, whatever the case. You don't want the damage to move up the hair shaft. So you might have breakage right here, right here. But if you don't trim it and cut it right here, it can grow up. So then instead of having to cut off like a little inch, you'll have to come up here and cut off like 5 inches. Why would you do that to yourself? So you want to go ahead, as soon as you see bad ends, you want to make sure you just clip them. Just go ahead and get a trim. You don't have to be like every 3 months I get a trim, every month I get a trim. It's not about being consistent. Well, it is about being consistent, but it's also about just seeing what your hair needs. So only when you need it, go ahead and trim your ends. Do not feel bad when it's time to trim. You should trim. Tip number 10, get to know your hair. Take the time to get to know what your hair likes, what your hair dislikes, what your hair needs, and then make a routine or a schedule when you get to know your hair. So this tip isn't going to happen immediately. You're not going to know right away what your hair needs and what your hair likes. It's going to take time. So you want to make sure you're patient, and you just want to try different products, different techniques, and you want to see what is working and what isn't working for your hair. But I know it really changed my life. It really changed my life when it got to know my hair. But no, seriously, when I took the time to get to know my hair, I found out what products to use that really worked on my hair. You know how we get stuck on YouTube and we look at all these different gurus and we see what they use on their hair, and their hair is beautiful, and you're like, ooh, I'm gonna use that product on my hair and it's gonna work and my hair is gonna grow. And that's not always the case. And then you're using a product that you kind of know it's not doing good for your hair. You kind of know it's not what your hair needs, but because this person uses it and her hair looks like this, I'm gonna keep wearing or using this product. So you need to silence the noise, and you need to use products that truly work on your hair. And you need to take the time to actually look at your hair, examine your hair, and see what is working on your hair. So if you're using a moisturizer and you notice that it's kind of just sitting on top of your hair, it's not soaking into your hair isn't feeling moisturized, it's still dry, you need to stop using that product. Why are you still using that product? Don't use that one. Also, look at the ingredients on the bottle. What is in this moisturizer? It's not working for me. And then maybe go try a different brand, and that one might work for you. But the whole thing is you need to take the time to see what truly works for your hair. Those are my 10 tips to growing your hair past shoulder length. So comment down below if you're dedicated, if you are committed to growing your hair past shoulder length. Listen carefully. You do all of that, subscribe, like, comment, and then the 10 tips I'm giving you, honey, you are on your way to long, healthy, relaxed hair. Check out these 2 videos on how to make my rice water, as well as how to stretch your relaxer. You don't want to miss it. Also, if you like this video, make sure you click the like button